All right, here we go. Welcome into the State of Ohio Girls High School Wrestling Preview for the 2023-2024 season. On behalf of Ohio Mat Media, my name is Rob Gore, and I'm here excited, happy to give you this preview for the high school girls wrestling in the state of Ohio. Just to set the stage here, I'm going to walk through every weight class here, just go through the rankings. These are not my rankings. Somebody else has the privilege and honor of doing that. I just don't have the backbone to be able to rank these girls in order. So all I'm going to do is I've diagnosed them, I've looked them over, and I'm going to give you some, hopefully, a little bit more insight on what you'll see in the rankings. A couple things there, not to cause any, more or less, fuel for fire for the girls. This is really for the parents and the fans. So I'm wanting to give you a little bit more insight when you go to watch some of these girls upcoming in this season, that you'll kind of know who's who and maybe a little bit more about those girls. So drop you a little bit of knowledge on this upcoming season. We've got 9 returning state champs. 4 others in other weight classes are going to be state runner-ups. So we've got 9 returning state champs, 4 state runner-ups that are coming back. So locked and loaded at the top of each weight class here, returning. And what we'll do is we'll walk through them, like I said, and we'll look and see who's gunning behind them for those, top spots. The state of Ohio is well represented in the nation, the national rankings. We have 13 girls that are nationally ranked. So obviously the growth of sport and being sanctioned last year for the first time has helped explode Ohio onto the national scene. And, we're well represented in the next level when it comes to college, all NAIA through Division I even. So girls in the state of Ohio have a ton of opportunity and are really making their mark in the national scene. And we have a ton of talent. One thing I'll note is as each year goes on, what I've seen as I've been covering this since the very first season, if you will, of girls wrestling when it was unsanctioned, the level of talent has grown tremendously. The learning curve is very quick. Girls are quick to learn and catch on, and they've come so far. The gap is starting to narrow from, number 1 to number 10. It's starting to narrow a little bit, which is good for the sport. It means that those girls are really coming along and taking to the sport. And those top 1 or 2 is now more like a top 4 or 5. So we don't see a huge separation. There's a few exceptions, but we don't see a huge separation. So that's really, really good for the sport. You as parents and fans should be totally excited for the growth of girls wrestling in the state of Ohio, as well as I am, obviously. So 13 nationally ranked girls. We have 3 that will be going for their 3rd title. 3 going for title number 3. That's McKenna Kraft, that's Jaden McKinney, and that's Reagan Briggs. And we're going to have 2 that are going to go for a 4th title, and that is Chloe Deerwester and Savannah Isaac. So we've got those 2 to keep an eye on. They're going to hopefully be able to raise their, all 4 fingers at the Schottenstein Center in March and have their 4th title. So look out for those. And we're going to get started on the weight classes here.